Ange Postecoglou is the new Leicester City manager. He aims to take this team now to new heights and win a title, hopefully. However, his first game started as a defeat to Chelsea. Begging the question, can he recover, as he demands a new central midfielder? After getting Bobby Burnett back, or Burnett, welcome people to a new episode of this Leicester City rebuild. I've just loaned players out, like Freddie Bullock, who's just come through the academy, and Cohen King, who came through the academy. Players you guys didn't see come in, and you're just seeing them come out, but I don't know if they'll be first teamers. With their potential, we've got 21 million and a big day ahead of us. As you can see, Liverpool next, and a tricky run of games, which I want to get through. As you can see, Liverpool up next, and a tricky run of games I want to get through. Maybe making it to mid-December, seeing what's happening with Postecoglou, and seeing if he's the right man for the job, as currently 1 point from 3 games. With a squad far from finished, Mason Mount now the captain, but might be kicked out as the manager demands a centre mid. Diawara may be the same. Maybe someone has to go. We've got a decent bench apart from the striker, but sometimes you've got to go with your manager over with your gut feeling of where you want to sign. Because me personally, I have signed my own players like Santos, you've just seen in the last episode, same as Asnu, and Siemen in the goal. But Daniel Ozzo, or David Ozzo, I brought in myself in one of the first seasons. He's never been a regular, and I think could be one of the sacrifices, so he's going out on deadline day. He's going to Ipswich Town, 5 million, that bumps us up to almost 30, and I do want a centre mid in because Mason Mount's still not trained there. Yes, we're keeping him at the club, but he might still be a bench backup, with Diawara trusted as a big offer for Collins. Manchester United. Now I'm going to speak to the German centre-back. Collins last season, I think he was brilliant for the club. I'm so glad we brought you in, and I think your dedication to Leicester is really outstanding. He says thank you for the kind words. I can see what you're doing here, and don't worry, I'm comfortable here with the Foxes. I don't want to move just yet to United. And I say that's brilliant, but also I've got another question after you've answered my first one about staying at the club. Do you think there's any central midfielders out there that could fit the boss's formation and tactics? I'm going to you personally. And he says, well, yes, there's a player that some are saying is failing that I think is doing quite well. And I can see why he actually says this, because of his older brother, but here is Job Bellingham. You can see that potential drop. Still only 22. Him and Diawara in the middle could be very good. It's not all our money. It saves money for January. So despite being a technical flop, we can sign this man for cheap. Under 10 million in the end. A Bellingham brother for that cheap, replacing Ozzo, who never played, and at a younger age, is bloody brilliant, as he fits straight into the starting 11. Same as Bobby Burnett, you might have seen. Looks like he's took it literally. I took the executive decision to recall him from his loan, so I think he's pretty good. He starts alongside Collins, and then Collins behind the man he just suggested, as Burnett gets his first pass off. And our left back doesn't, Adam Asnu. Used to rivalry in this team. You can see Bellingham pushing forward like the manager asked for, but he's left a little bit of a gap. Ekatike, oh my days, right, the high line might not work against big teams like Liverpool. Oh man. Have we made a mistake with Ange Postecoglou here? I mean, I'd love for him to turn it around, and to be fair, we only played one game yesterday, and that was Chelsea as well. We haven't seen him play teams around us, but then again, you don't want to take that momentum into the relegation zone earlier on in the year. Leandro Santos dances away. Joe Bellingham onto Diawara, trying to get a shot off. He spins inside. Diawara, that's pretty decent. I do trust this midfield a bit more, despite Mason Mount relatively good form. There's attacking intent here with a young squad, and Perfundi gets away. We won at Anfield last year. Perfundi tries to spin inside. He's not the young star we used to have to depend on. We've got Diawara and Joe Bellingham now. So less selfishness, please, as Lautaro onto Ekatike. Ekatike on the run. He's trying to cut all around the spot. Collins tackles. On to Job and Profundi. Releases a ball towards Divin Mabama. Mabama gets there ahead of the defender. That's the one chance he needs. Divin getting there. His first goal of this season under Ange Postecoglou. Delivered by Diawara, playing really well today. Look how he gets ahead of the centre-back. It's great stuff. And now Liverpool are running out of time to try and get a point off us. We're very good defensively, despite the high line. When we get a tackle in, we get a tackle in. But now Jones, maybe I've spoke too soon. Keep pressing on to them. Curtis Jones, skills. Diawara's been man of the match today. It's a good job we passed deadline day. There'll be bids in for him. If not, he can put a ball through onto Mabama. If we win at Anfield yet again, he gives it into Adobe Sternberg. Sternberg, oh my days, it's in! He hits it near post. And somehow the keeper's not saving that. A mistake. Ange gets his first 3 points. Let's have a look at the goalkeeper. I think it's Alisson. Oh my days, it's a nutmeg. How is it that simple? And it looks like that win really got us on form. There's 5 wins from 5 for Ange Postecoglou in September. After we just talked on potentially sacking him, we've got Southampton, Fulham, Sunderland and Blackburn. Now these are probably games we'll lose. After hammering some good teams who've gone from the bottom to near the top, it's early days still, less than 10 games, but 7th in the Premiership. I pray Ange puts us in a title race, as look how happy Bellingham is. He's gone up in overall, same as Diawara and Mabama. This team now looking better quality. Striker-wise on the bench, we still could do better as news increase. And teams should look at us and be scared. Here's Southampton, who I think were promoted with us. Maybe before us, I'm unsure, with Santos around the corner. Sands needs to get running. If we could score already in this game, it would be brilliant. Here goes Simeone Profundi, cuts inside. The keeper should be saving that. What has Ange sprinkled on this team? Second goal for Simone Profundi of the season. Brilliant. Arthur into Navarro. We've slowed down a little bit now, 20 minutes in, but we get a tackle in, and it's Asnu onto Mabama. Look at the switch. Adedeji. That is a brilliant ball. Pau Sands. We don't actually see much of him. Move kept alive from a free kick, and Pau Sands cuts inside. Asnu, our left back, trying to get cheeky. As I cannot lie, apart from the goal, not much happening, and the big chance for Pau Sands. I'm telling you, it'll be a game like this. No offence, Saints fans, but a game against a non-top 4 team will probably stop us from pushing on this season. Hang about, though. That's Simeone Profundi. He stuck another one in the top bins, and we've got to be really careful of Serie A club sniffing around. The man's got top bin quality skill moves. Look at this, how he just planted that with the precision. A shot to be admired as Yanda running through the middle. We need to get a tackle in on him. He's literally gone around everyone. We've made subs recently to help us sustain this lead. There's Santos, the new right back. That's a brilliant pass. Adedeji Sternberg played a good pass earlier on. He fails on this occasion. But still, we're keeping the ball. Mason Mount, Joe Bellingham, the English link-up. In the middle, there's Profundi with the skill. Silva should have killed the game off. Sensational performance, but after the game, already only less than 10 games in, Postecoglou is linked with a top job. Yes, it's Everton, who, no offence any Everton fans out there, but I think we are the better of quite easily in this save now, or we should be. Maybe still a better team on paper. Liverpool might like his football, but it's the other side of Merseyside linked with him. Ange, please don't go anywhere, especially when you've got this team playing good football and through in the Carabao Cup. There's a chance to go far in this competition. I mean, the City and Arsenal still in it. Beat Blackburn, however, and I'm really impressed with how we're doing. And 10 men, Joe Bellingham sent off. I mean, Postecoglou's style's always been aggressive, but we are through, and when I check the goals, Divin with 8 in 13. Profundi's up there, Adedeji's played well. However, one player that hasn't and comes to see me is Riyad Mahrez. I'd just like to tell you, as chairman, I am not enjoying my football here whatsoever. I took a pay cut to come and join my ex-manager, Claudio Ranieri. Then you sacked him, you sacked Vardy after not giving him a chance. I think you've made a mistake. And I'm going to say to you, Mahrez, I think you've been making the mistakes. You've not improved in one of your positions since last season. You have thrown managers under the bus. You can leave if you want to leave. I'll get you back to Saudi on a big paycheck. You've just got to wait until the club actually wants you, because at the moment, we're not sure ourselves. As yes, he doesn't fit Ange's quick football. 9 games gone, 2nd place. And in the cup, we still have a chance. We've got West Ham in December, which we're still a bit far away from, and we've got a top of the table clash against Spurs coming up in November, the game before this big quarter-final that I've just got to play. It's Ange's ex-club here at Leicester City. Finally in the home kit for once. Finally at the home ground. Like we beat Liverpool in the first game today, we beat Tottenham in the same fashion away from home last season. At the end of the year, Leandro goes over the top Santos looking for a ball up to Pau Sands. I'd like a little bit more contribution from him, but he finds Joe Bellingham, not suspended for the league game, a good tester. As Ange will really want to attack his former club, Archie Gray in the middle, Sarr gives the ball round into Xavi Simons. The passing's good from Tottenham as they come forward for the first time. Not much going on in a shaky game. They're the best team in the country at the moment. It's off the post. Shaky times, and that's maybe the shaky defensive structure, not the defending in the players, because Collins has been really good. Adobe goes for the switch. That's a brilliant switch. Head that into the path of Simeone Profunde. Get that back in the middle. Mabama! That is brilliant passing football. We're in the lead thanks to Divin, and we could be on for a Leicester City miracle. Divin Mabama with the goal, and that is left to right in the middle, coming from every angle. On the run-up to the ball, the chasing of the ball, Joe Bellingham get us going again. For a player that's really not growing in potential. Got the number 14, nothing special. He is really doing well. Mabama keeps this move alive. Adedeji into Asnu. Asnu goes back in the middle. Diawara, if he can get a run on here. Simeone Profundi. Getting a win here could be massive. Marcus Leonardo spins us, however, in the middle. The Trivela is wide of the net. And I must say, for Ange football, very boring game, but he's got it done. Leicester beat the title challengers under Valverde, thanks to the ex-manager Postecoglou. Will that sit us top of the league, however? No. Of course it won't, because I've simulated some games, and I did say it was early on. Ange Postecoglou clubs all grouped together. We've got Forest, Leicester, Spurs, 28 points. The title within reach, but it's Manchester City's to lose. As we lost to Forest, we drew 2 games. We lost to Arsenal away, leading up to a semi-final, which is where I'd usually change my team. I can't do that much here, however. Sule in, Mount in. We've got to change the wingers. Adedeji and Obama's a little bit tired. I might try and push him through, but I might push a new man into the squad. I am not bothered about Mahrez at all, but Evans, however, this is his huge chance to return to the top of football, as their manager's struggling to deliver. Hopefully he doesn't deliver an EFL League campaign. In this Carabao Cup, Mabama, Job gets the ball, trying to look for Mabama, I should say. Diawara, get you really shot off. Ex-goalkeeper Hermansen, and keep them pressed. Look at Postecoglou's style. An ex-rival of his. I just want him to put us into a 2-legged tie. Mason Mount running away. Hermansen with a good save from Money Mace, and there's Evans. Maybe he could be the next Mason Mount. It does look quite like him. Pau Sands hasn't been scoring. Nadami Collins, we've spoke to the big centre-back on the turn. Here goes Leandro Santos. Mason Mount, someone needed to run into the space, but there's Pau Sands. He's in the top corner, and that should be us into a 2-legged semi-final. If the game just stays the same. Ange said he wins stuff in his 2nd season. However, could be doing in his 1st. Why are the bubbles still on the field after 53 minutes? Is it because the ball's not gone out of play? I'm maybe guessing so. They're not going away. Joe Bellingham, Mason Mount. There's Diawara. The bubbles causing them problems. Pass short into Evans. Been everywhere. Really good from the youngster. Joe Bellingham looking for his first Leicester goal. Never make the easy pass, and it could cost his team. Here goes Evans. Slide it across. First time. Profundi. The little kick flip gives Divin Mabama a 2nd goal. We're gonna bloody win here. Hold on. Don't go too gung-ho. I mean, he did go defensive in a cup final before, one stage, but still, let's keep going. There's Mason Mount round the corner. Divin Mabama. The ex-goalie's been very good, I've got to say, Hermansen. That's a ball towards Collins, who peeled off his man, but that is a win. That is a quarter-final win. The fans celebrate. Back in Leicester, but we won't celebrate till the job is done. We've got 2 legs, plus potential Champions League fighting. What a turnaround.